Working in the motor industry, we get asked a wide variety of questions. One of the most common is people asking us how can they get the very best price for their part exchange or when they're selling their current car. And the great news is the Car Show guys can answer that question. My name's Carl.
And I'm Mark. Join us as we look at how to maximise the value of your Porsche. Now, as an ex-technician myself, there are some things that should be immediately evident even to the layperson. So it's things like keeping the mileage reasonable. This car is a 6-year-old car with just 30,000 miles. So it's got a little bit of mileage. It hasn't been sat in a garage all of its life, but it's not too high. Another factor is it's got plenty of warranty. And one of the things that's really nice is if your car has some warranty, it just gives that person valuing your car the confidence that if anything goes wrong, it can be dealt with. And if that's running out, then Porsche will be in touch with you to make sure that you can extend that. Another element, as well as warranty, is the service history. So personally, I know if I was looking at a car, I'd want to see that book with all the official Porsche Centre stamps. Imagine how good that looks, as opposed to some missing, some with a garage who you don't know who they are. So make sure that you keep your service history up to date for the best possible value.
And it's not just about the service history, it's also about looking at the additional literature, invoices, even down to the original invoice for when you purchased the vehicle. All those factors can really help pull the appeal of your vehicle against any of the other cars that are in the market as well. And that's something to look at if there's two cars, same age, same price, same mileage, but one has got all of its documentation, it's got its original brochure and price list, even the invoices for all of those service works that have been done. Which one are you more likely to choose?
I know which one I'd be choosing. It would be the one where all of the features worked. So these cars come packed full of features. Wouldn't it be a shame if when we were appraising this car, the folding roof wouldn't fold? Imagine how much that's going to affect. It might only cost you a few pounds. It could be a simple fuse. So make sure you get any things that aren't working, get them fixed before you get your car valued.
Onto the cosmetics of your Porsche, and one of the most noticeable areas are the wheels. And we can see here, this Cayman has had all 4 wheels beautifully refurbished. Now that would have had to be factored in when it came to the valuation of this particular Porsche. So trying to keep your wheels in the best possible condition is obviously going to be really, really important. We appreciate that you're going to use this car potentially on a daily basis, so the occasional scuff or mark that can come from a curb is of course going to be something we can factor in and accept from what everything is going on. But the additional factors when it comes to condition damage can be damage to the face of the wheel, can be to the centre caps, even down to things like the brake discs and calipers as well, and those bits of damage can be caused by using poor or low quality cleaning materials. So definitely worthwhile investing in a high quality brake or wheel cleaner, or even using a valeter to give your car a professional valet occasionally to make sure the wheels and brakes are kept in pristine condition.
Yeah, I guess steer clear of those brush car washes and even the hand washes where they drop the sponge on the floor and there's grit in it. Another one that's one of my personal bugbears are those dings and dents. Now, of course, on a car that's 6 years old, there's bound to be the occasional, what we would call fair use. But at a Porsche Centre, the way they see that is the customer that's buying that car is going to want that car in pristine condition. There's an element of refurbishment that's needed potentially. So make sure perhaps it's worthwhile getting those dings and dents looked at by somebody professionally. When it comes to the lighter damage, stone chips, you can have a go at those yourself. It's very easy to touch them up with just the primer stick and then use the paint stick afterwards. And if you're not good at that kind of stuff, then there are also lots of people who can touch up those little bits for you. Maybe next time you'll choose to have your car with a paint protection film. You could just have the front done, or you could have all the way up to here done to keep that car in pristine condition.
Often overlooked is the windscreen. Can cost around £1,000 to replace through an official Porsche Centre, or much more cost effective is through your insurance company, and that can be around £70 to replace. So any chips or cracks that appear in your windscreen, definitely worthwhile getting sorted immediately rather than waiting for the valuation, because it will have to be factored in at that point. Now your Porsche could well be your daily driver, or it could be something that's kept in the garage and used at the weekend when the roads are clear of all of the salt. And if that is the case, you want to make sure that your battery is kept in tip-top condition. And the very best way of doing that is by getting a battery conditioner or charger fitted to the vehicle and using it on a regular basis. That means that when you come to drive it and enjoy your Porsche, the engine's going to start straight away and you can enjoy all of those convenience and features that we spoke about a little bit earlier. Those chargers are available through something like CTEC or the Porsche Owners Club or the parts department here. at the official Porsche Centre as well. Definitely well worth investing in to make sure you can enjoy your vehicle as often as possible.
So we're nearly all the way through. My last thing to mention would be that the vehicle technician and me, these are high performance cars, and high performance cars have high performance parts in critical places. We'll look after things like your brakes. When the car gets serviced, the technicians will make sure they look after that. But the one thing that customers sometimes take into their own hands is the replacement of the tyres. And Carl, you mentioned earlier about keeping the wheels in good condition. My brain was going, yeah, but make sure it's got matching tyres. They're not from some strange brand that I've never heard of, because all of that kind of stuff is also going to affect the value of the car.
I suppose a lot of that makes quite a lot of common sense. You've invested in something really special and you want the very best price for it.
Yeah, that's why we call it a pride and joy. If you feel proud about your car and your car ownership, if you've invested that level of care into it, then that will be reflected in the car's value. And if you are thinking of getting your Porsche valued, then why not pop along to your local Porsche centre and they'll give you the very best valuation.
I'm Carl.
And I'm Mark, and we are
The Car Show Guys.